As you may have seen in the last video, I talked about how my radiator decided to kick the can and leak coolant everywhere. I would blame it on the like 2,000 miles of driving I did over like 10 days and 95-degree+ heat. We got the new radiator. This was a frustrating experience. I tried to order and upgrade it, like an all aluminum one, twice. First time, the company canceled the order because they didn't cancel the order. They oversold it and then gave me someone else's tracking info, which I then had to call the company the day that it was delivering because it was in a state way across from me, to find out that they just gave me someone else's tracking and couldn't fulfill the order. For some reason didn't cancel it. So that was 1 week. Then they said, oh, well, we'll place the order for you now and get it on its way. What do? They didn't have enough in stock. So yesterday I'm calling to see where it's at. They say, oh no, we oversold it and we didn't have it for you. So your boy just went OEM. The only reason I'm frustrated is that I could have had this OEM radiator in a week and a half ago. Neither here nor there. I've never done this. I've never replaced a radiator. So this is gonna be a really fun learning experience for me. But I think a lot of people are more intimidated by fixing their car than they need to be. A lot of these things that you're afraid to do on your own car and your own maintenance are actually a lot easier than you think. And you are definitely more capable of fixing your vehicle and getting more familiar with it than you think. So by doing that, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna replace this radiator for my first time ever doing it. The reason I feel confident doing it is because we have things like YouTube, which are great tools. So thank you, YouTube. I already found a video on how to do it, watched it. Of course, I'll be using it to guide me through to make sure I don't miss any steps. But yeah, let's get this radiator in there. Yeah, let's get on with it. Living on the road is great. Comes with a lot of perks. But there's also the downsides of it. Get all that coolant just crystallized on the side of my skid plate. Oh boy. And breakdowns are the inevitable with it. Things breaking, things going wrong, things going not as planned. And that's okay. That's a part of it. That's a part of the lifestyle, so you have to expect that. And I know in one of my last videos it was why you should live on the road, and you should. But with that also comes bumps in the road that you should expect and seize the opportunity, if you will. This is ridiculous, man. How the fuck do I get this thing off? Okay. Come on, baby. Oh. All right. Yeah, that went. Thing shot off. Good thing I'm replacing my radiator. All disconnected and ready to come out. After wrestling with the water pump hose for way longer than I feel like I needed to. Not sure why it started leaking right out of here, but that's right where it decided to come out of. I don't know. It's all just like right there. Yeah, so now I think it's kind of just doing the reverse. Put a new one in there, connect hoses, put the fan and the shroud back on, pour coolant in there. And I feel like that's pretty much all we got, so. Having an off-road bumper definitely makes accessing this stuff a lot easier. So if you're thinking about getting one, this is a really good reason for it. This hose is giving me the hardest time right now. What? Come on, baby. There we go. Nice. New radiator is in. Hoses are on correctly. That's important. Yeah, pieces are in here. So I guess it's time for the fan and the fan shroud. Pour coolant in there and start her up and give her a go. Not want to damage anything in here. Everything is in properly on the right sides. Fan is at least on there a little bit right now. You're gonna at least need to rotate a little bit. Okay. Sick. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done besides putting some coolant in and then starting her up. I am gonna real quick go through and just like clean off my engine bay because this is pretty bad. Pour coolant in it, start her up, and I think we're good, which, let me check what time it is. I think it started about 12:30, probably 11:30. There's no way I did this in 2 hours. So I'm gonna say it's 2:20, and I think I wanna say I started at like 11:30. So pretty decent. That's not bad. Getting her there. After doing anything on your car is like the whole starting it up and being like, what did I possibly mess up on my car now? That's always my favorite part because it's always a little nerve-wracking. I've been adding as much coolant into there as much as I can. Doesn't want to let me add really any more. I don't know if I'm supposed to add more to the reservoir. I think I'm gonna start it, see how it goes. And yeah, just make sure I have enough coolant in here, but I think I should be chilling. All right. So it sounds like what I'm supposed to do now is just wait till my temperature gauge is up. Everything looks to be in there correctly. Never done this before. Actually, it's like probably the most in-depth job I've done on any car. Good to know. Yeah, so if an idiot like me can do it, you can definitely do it. In all honesty, I would give that job like a 4 out of 10 with difficulty. I don't feel like it was that hard, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Like it was my first time ever doing that, and I'm stoked. I want to continue to learn how to fix things and be more resourceful with my vehicle, because there are times where you'll be out somewhere that you are not able to get to a mechanic, and being able to fix it yourself or MacGyver things is gonna be really useful for you. Man, that's a sick Beamer. There's definitely gonna be things that are gonna be like a little more intimidating, or like things that you should leave to the professionals for sure. But I would say most of the things that you need to do on your car, or like to fix it, you could probably do yourself, if I'm gonna be honest. And it's a good opportunity to learn how to do something and get your hands dirty and learn a new skill and be resourceful, because that's really what it comes down to, is you're making yourself more useful for yourself. Driving great, temp is good. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back, let it cool, and next is just see if I need to add more coolant to it. But other than that, I would say it's looking like I'm pretty good right now. Man, I am stoked. I am so happy to have my truck back, baby. Let's go.